Welcome to Fourth and Forever, the flagship show of Roundtable Sports Network. Join hosts Stan, Richie, and TD as they break down the latest news and storylines across the NFL, featuring game predictions, breakdowns, heated debates, live Patreon callers, and everything in between. Catch Fourth and Forever every weekday at 1 p.m. Eastern on the Roundtable Sports YouTube channel.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Fourth and Forever, your go-to NFL news show, brought to you by Roundtable Sports, real coverage from real fans. Week 11 begins this evening. The New York Jets are taking on the New England Patriots in their rivalries jerseys, along with several other games we need to discuss, along with some interesting storylines as well. TD, how you feeling this afternoon, my friend?
I'm feeling great. Beautiful day here. We got some great football tonight, man. We get to watch an MVP candidate on the field tonight. And Richie's, please stop. A division rival, and we get to see one new uniform, which is the Patriots rivalry jerseys. So that should be cool to see another rollout. But yeah, man, here we are, Fourth and Forever. And when we get this show started, I would like to change one of my predictions, by the way, Dan Mitchell. I was given some false information.
Some false information? Are you talking about the Bills and the Buccaneers game?
Yeah. Yesterday it was told to me that the two wide receivers for the Buccaneers were absolutely not going to play. But the most recent information is they were limited in practice yesterday, and they are practicing today, and still unknown, but it looks like they might actually be making a legitimate push to play in this game, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that could change things. Upset alert, or is it even an upset?
Most definitely. He is correct. Bucky Irving and Chris Godwin were limited in practice for the past 2 days. We'll see. Todd Bowles didn't seem too confident that they would be able to go on Sunday. We shall see. Buffalo still has no excuse. Richie, how you doing, man? Talk to me.
I'm doing great, man. It's game day, baby. Woo! Shock the world tonight. That's what the vibes are over here. We're shocking the world. Woo! It's going to be freezing in Foxborough. Vibes are as high as it could possibly be. It's game day. Always good vibes on game day. Appreciate everybody tuning into the show. Love you guys so much for tuning in. As always, salute to the chat. Fourth and Forever, we are live.
We're live indeed. By the way, did you see what A.J. Brown had to say to the media just a couple of days ago?
Yeah, I also saw what he said when he's playing Madden with someone. He's like, if you got me on fantasy, get rid of me. Well,
if you got me on fantasy, get rid of me. It's clear that the relationship is at an all-time low over in Philadelphia, which makes me continue to scratch my head. Why did they not trade him? I suppose when you look at the intricacies of his contract, the dead cap would have been significant. Next year, the dead cap would be, I suppose, somewhat better. So I think that the Philadelphia Eagles, we will revisit this overall situation. But he's been very outspoken. He said what he said on Madden, where he was sort of instructing people to drop him from your fantasy football team since his utilization has been so inconsistent. And then also he said, you know what, like I want a ring, but I realize that that's not what drives me. What drives me is I am a competitor. And if I am not helping a team win, then I am unhappy. So he's been pretty outspoken about how he feels about this Philadelphia Eagles organization. And funny enough, like this Eagles team, they are 7-2, but when you compare where they are as an offense, it is night and day as far as differences. They are about below average in running the football in most box score metrics. They are below average in throwing the football. Now, maybe it has to do with their brand new offensive coordinator, but thoughts on the whole Philadelphia Eagles change of where their team is going in whichever direction? Richie, thoughts on the A.J. Brown controversy and the Philadelphia Eagles offense?
Yeah, I watched some of what he said. He also mentioned like a big reason why he's frustrated is he doesn't want there to be a Band-Aid over the reality that their offense is not as great as it was last year. And they're winning despite of their defensive efforts. And he likes that. He wants to win, but he's holding himself and his teammates on the offensive side of the ball accountable that this is not acceptable. Like, they won on Monday night 10-7, and he's happy they won. And this is his words, but he feels like the offense did not play good football, and he's right. And he wants that side of the ball to not get complacent and just like be stuck in their ways. There needs to be a fire, figure out a way, because whatever they did last year, they got figured out. These are his words, and they got to figure out a way to adjust. And I'm sure he's probably saying, throw me the ball, because that's a new way. And I'm a big player and I can help this team win if you feed me the rock. So I don't think it's anything that's crazy. I think it's a good problem for the Eagles to have. It's like, you're so good as a football team that, you know, you're going to have some players that are going to want to be able to contribute to the win. So I don't really see anything much in a negative way, as much as some people think, but I think AJ Brown is right on a lot of things.
And what are your thoughts on this, TD?
Kudos to the Philadelphia Eagles having such a great record, and players on the team still not satisfied or happy with their roles because they want to contribute more, yet they're winning. And AJ Brown, obviously, you could tell after the Super Bowl when it was all over, I think he had like this thing where he was like, oh, that was it. It's like he didn't get the feeling that he thought he would. And again, for him, it's not just about Super Bowl rings. He's talking legacy, man. He wants to have one of those dominating careers where Hall of Fame is in the picture. And let's be honest, you can argue he was on track for Hall of Fame if he can keep up producing at a high level year after year. But, you know, when you got years like this where you're winning, but the stats are down, you actually are hurting his Hall of Fame legacy, to be quite honest with you, unless you just keep getting those rings, you know, that's always going to supersede, you know, but I get what he's saying, because he knows that this money and being in Philly is not forever. But Philly ain't crazy. Philly's going to let him talk. Do you hear Philly really responding? Do you hear the team saying anything? Do you hear the team making statements of in light of what this and that? No. You know why? Because his threat on the field alone is helping the team win. He wants stats. They want him to be that threat. And if they need to turn it up and attack with him, they always can get back to it. But right now, they have a game plan. They have a way they would like to play. And guess what? He may not be a vital part of it right now, but his number will be called when it matters most. He'll show up and make a big play in the playoffs. That's who A.J. Brown is. And don't let the Eagles fool y'all. They lulling people to sleep. And next thing you know, he has monster playoff games or down the stretch games. So I get it. I do get it from A.J. Brown, but the Eagles, they're doing the right thing. Hey, you can complain all you want. Let's just keep winning, and we're going to hold on to you next year too and have the same thing. So, and then after next year, 2027, I can tell you now, A.J. Brown will not be an Eagle in 2027. In 2026, they're going to keep him. They're not going to play that game. They're going to ignore his tantrums or whatever he's doing, and they'll worry about that after 2026 when they probably shed the whole roster anyway, going a 2-year hiatus. Then people wonder, man, how are they back already? Because this is what they've been doing. They'll go on like a 4 to 5 year Super Bowl window, get one, try to get two, and then you don't hear about how they bad for 2 years and all of a sudden they back to 13 wins and people are like, wow, so fast. No, because they're taking advantage of the salary cap, dumping it all, and then eating it for 2 years. And then when you go look at A.J. Brown's money, they're not keeping him past 2026, which they know that's their out, because there's just year after year after year at that point where it's cap hits that they're not going to want to deal with. They even have a dead cap year in 2030 for $53 million already. $53 million in 2030, and everybody know he's not going to be on this roster in 2030. So this is what the Eagles do, and I try to tell people this: when in 2030, when he's not on that roster, they'll be eating $53 million. So let that sink in, ladies and gentlemen. Philly goes in windows now, and this is why I keep trying to tell people that's the secret. Attack windows with high salaries all on the roster, then be bad for 2 years while you're eating it with a terrible roster and then go back at it again. That's what Philly's been doing. So they'll be fine. He'll put some numbers up. He'll have a 150-yard game soon, and nobody's going to say anything.
And nobody is going to say anything. It's funny. It's once every 4 games he ends up breaking 100, but all the games in between, he's at about 3 targets for 35 yards. And Saquon Barkley has even really been falling off. While the defense has been obviously outperforming, are there any concerns with this Eagles offense? Because stats don't lie. Last year we were looking at a team that could move the ball with ease. Maybe that has to do with Kellen Moore, perhaps. But now, I am not joking. They are 16th in the league for yards per carry. They are in the middle of the league for yards per game on the ground, toward the bottom with pass yards game. So should we be concerned about this Philadelphia Eagles offense halfway throughout the 2025 season? TD.
I'm not going to say you should be concerned because it's about finding ways to win the game holistically throughout the roster. And sometimes the defense is going to help you out with some points as well. It's just that's just the nature of the beast. Yeah, they're not exploding. They're not out here putting up 40 on people. Saquon not out here breaking 150 every game. AJ Brown 98 to 110 every game. No, but they're winning and they're finding ways to win off the back of the defense. And remember, teams also go in waves. Last year, their offense was explosive. They were a whole lot, and the defense was good. Now the defense is doing a little bit more of the carrying. So it's however it works, however you want to place it. I just think that the Philadelphia Eagles in general, they know how to balance the scale. If the offense is down, don't say the team is down because the defense is up. So they're still balancing the scale, no matter how you look at it. So in another thing, as long as they're not killing the team and hurting the team and turning the ball over several times every week, that's why they are winning games. So the defense is built to carry this year. And don't forget, where did they invest their resources in the offseason this year? On the defense and at the trade deadline. So that's what it's about. So I'm not worried about the offense. They weren't built to just be running over everybody this year. They focused on their defense.
Damn. What do you got on that, Richie?
Yeah, I think that I trust the Eagles enough to get through this. And this is the problem sometimes because they win in other ways. And now players are frustrated. And the only thing the coaches care is winning. Mm-hmm. And that's all. It doesn't matter how you win. It's a matter of if you win. If you're winning. Newsflash, we're talking about the Eagles like they're struggling. They're the first seed in the NFC. It's what's the concern? Where are we? Because Saquon's not going for 200 anymore, because AJ Brown's not getting $150 and 2 touchdowns. They're winning. They're the first seed. So I have no concern of the Eagles. I think they're going to be right back in the playoffs and probably in the NFC Championship game.
Damn, that is what I'm talking about. Well, you know what? We have a great game this evening. And I know we already unpacked it last night on the AFC East Roundtable, but man, I'm excited about this one. It's the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. Man, Thursday night football. Your boy's about to be locked in on that one, baby.
Dan, can I get up?
Say that the Jets could pull off an absolute miracle tonight. I will. I will come on your stream and I will give you the best Jets chant you have ever seen in your entire life, shamelessly. But talk to me, man. How do you get it done? How do you pull off the impossible?
Yeah, I mean, the impossible is going to be all about, to be honest, Justin Fields, bro. This is his time. It really is. He's not trying out for a job with the Jets. He's trying out for a job in the NFL right now, just to prove to himself. And remember what I showed you yesterday, the stats? Literally, 50% of his games, he has 60 passing yards. The other 50%, he gets around 250. So what version is there tonight, Justin? You know what I mean? There's no in between. It's kind of wild to me. And it's a coin flip. And I think that we're going to see a better version of Justin Fields tonight, because a lot of those games where Fields looked like that, the defensive game plan against them was just so bad, and the Jets weren't good enough to get off to a rhythm fast start. So I think we're going to see Justin be aggressive tonight. I think we're going to see him make a lot of plays with his legs, and really the only way the Jets can pull off this miracle is if Justin has one of those games, because the defense tonight I think is not going to shut down the Patriots, but I think they're going to make enough plays to keep them in the game. But it's really going to be on this Jets offense and, of course, special teams to continue their dominance, because if the offense gets off to a slow start tonight and we're down 14-3 in the first quarter, you can kiss the game goodbye. It's going to be a blowout, because this offense has really struggled this season to start off fast. They always get better as the game goes on. They get better in the fourth quarter because they're adjusting to what the defense is presenting. That can't happen. They got to start off fast. And I'm not even looking at this from Drake May or the Patriots offense perspective. The Jets offense is going to make or break their night tonight, because they've been as inconsistent as you can imagine.
Damn. What do you got on that, TD? The Jets, the New England Patriots? Talk to me.
Yeah, I could actually agree with Richie. The only way the Jets win this game, it has to be on the offensive side of the football. I mean, they're going to need big plays. They're going to need Brees to break one, and they're going to need Justin Fields to escape some pressure and rip a few 30 to 40-yard runs, in a broken with a stretched out defense. That's the only way. The Patriots are going to play good defense. They're going to be sound, and they're going to try to be their very best to be disciplined. And that's going to always keep you in games. And then the players need to make plays. So the Jets, they're opportunistic like that too. They're going to play sound. I mean, they're going to try to play some good defense and try to keep everything in front of them. But who has more? Oh, man, we just missed that one. To me, this is that back and forth game where first down, run the ball, -2. Second down, pass the ball, 3-yard pass. 3rd and 8 all night on both sides of the football. Who's going to break that one? Who's going to keep getting that first down? And then every 2 to 3 drives, and you're only going to get probably 3 of these opportunities every game, who pops off that 40-yarder or more? That's what it's going to come down to. These teams are going to be fighting on defense tonight, man. They're going to be trying to keep this score low. And I just feel I have to go with the Patriots to make the plays, because I like Drake May's full package ability to be able to pop one of those plays, whether it's extending it with passing, extending it with running, or just staying in the pocket and figuring it out. And Justin Fields, on the other hand, he's limited in that sense. He can pop one running, but I don't see sitting in the pocket figuring it out during the game. So that's why I have the Patriots winning this game. It's a division rival, so all the typical rules go out the window. That's why you can't be surprised when a divisional opponent beats, a good divisional opponent beats a bad one, because these teams know each other. They build to beat each other, and they know the tendencies of the coaching staff, their philosophy, everything. That's why these battles always are tougher when it's interdivision. So Jets do have a chance, but they have to do what I said, and I just don't see it. We'll see.
You know what I find interesting about the Patriots, and I'm curious if Patriots fans in the chat agree with this. I saw a video of somebody at Gillette Stadium this season, and they interviewed a bunch of Patriots fans, and they asked them, who in the NFL do you hate the most? What team do you hate? And the Jets were the number one team that most Patriots fans said. Jets, hate the Jets. We hate the Jets. And I think a reason for that is it's an extension of Bill Belichick, because Bill Belichick hated the Jets, and he made it known to his players how important it was to beat the Jets. It was like one of those things where, like, the Tom Brady and like that Patriot era, and a lot of it has to do with, of course, Bill Belichick being hired as a Jets head coach. He resigned, and then he goes to there's bad blood there. So I wonder if that's going to make his way into the new version of the Patriots versus the Jets. So I'm wondering if Patriots fans, do you hate the Jets more than any team? And that's why when people talk about Jets versus Patriots rivalry, it's deep like that. Yes, obviously the Patriots have been better the last 25 years. That's not a debate. But this Jets-Patriots rivalry, it's a real one, man. And it goes deep.
Man. It's just hatred all across the board over there between those two fans.
That's what a rivalry is about. Deep hatred. And, the Jets just like sprinkle in some of these just like big wins throughout the years. But the Patriots, of course, have dominated the Jets historically. But the Jets going into Foxborough, beating them in the playoffs. I mean, Tom Brady could have another ring right now, but the Jets were the reason why they couldn't do that, right? That overtime win with Brian Fitzpatrick, I remember. There's a lot of little sprinkles. And I know, Patriots fans going to the game tonight, they want to witness a bloodbath of destroying the Jets. Do you know that's what Patriots fans want tonight because they hate us that much?
You know what I thought about too, Richie, and then believe it or not, this is going to be I believe it's going to be a very big televised game. I think a lot of people are going to watch this because a lot of people are hoping the Jets can upset them tonight. Because there's a lot of implications in the AFC with the New England loss. There's like 4 teams that feel a whole lot better. Then you got another 3 like Buffalo that's like, yes, okay, we still in this. So a lot of people are going to be rooting for the Jets tonight because they want to see New England, take a few losses. I'll say this. If New England wins tonight, they might go 11-2 before they have resistance.
Do you see what the line is for tonight?
Is it more than 10 points, Richie?
Yeah.
Really?
12.5.
12.5? Oh,
dude.
Man.
And the money line for the Jets is plus 610. That's crazy. I mean, the Jets are as big of an underdog.
So let me tell you something.
I already did.
From a Bills perspective, I hate seeing odds like that. If anybody buys into the whole, like this sport is heavily influenced by where the money goes in Vegas, this should be a red flag. 12.5 is crazy. It's absolutely insane. It's got to be one of the biggest spreads all season, right?
That doesn't bode well for the Jets, though.
No, it doesn't.
Because a lot of people are going to take that 12.5 to cover for the Jets. Just to cover. People are going to take that.
Yeah. Spreads are made based off of where the money's going already, though.
Yeah, I know, but it's going to entice people to continue to take that. And that line, I believe, right before game time, it's going to go from 12 to 10. You're going to see some late money come in because 12 is too good to pass up in the NFL.
It's going to come to the Jets side of things, man. I mean, that's just a ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous underdog story, man. Come on, Jets, pull it off, dude. Like, how amazing would I feel, bro? If the Jets win tonight, you're not gonna see me without a smile on my face for 10 straight days.
Say that the Jets win tonight, then I think that this would be the most parity that the NFL has ever seen in its life.
And that's a great point, Dan. Based off of the story of the NFL today, wouldn't it make sense for the Jets to win tonight? Based off what we've seen this year?
I mean, we've seen some weird shit.
That man, Dan, you know what's funny? They getting smoked tonight. They getting smoked.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know they're going to get smoked.
They probably going to lose by 20.
So I know that they will get smoked.
Nah, bro. This is the real breakout game. The Jets got a taste of victory against bad opponents 2 straight weeks. And now this is the breakthrough game where people are going to realize, like, damn, maybe Aaron Glenn knows what he's doing. No Garrett Wilson.
Winning or the Patriots blowing y'all out by more than 12.
No Sauce Gardner.
No win or it's going to be like that. I don't see
it could be competitive at all. You see the Jets getting walloped.
I mean, I'm not saying you won't be competitive. Again, division rivals. Man, I know how these go.
And the weather is probably not going to help.
Yeah, people were talking about the weather. What's going on with that?
I think it's like windy and freezing.
Yeah, somebody was saying it's like excessive.
Who can
let me see.
So with games like that, especially say that it is windy, what team can run the football more effectively?
The Jets, but the Patriots are very good at stopping the run. That's the thing.
They are. I don't know.
But the Jets offensive line is like one of the low-key strengths of this team. We've been healthy all season, minus AVT going down, and they're playing really good ball, man. Like, our 2 young tackles are like looking like cornerstones. Joe Tippmann, like our offensive line is actually looking fantastic this season, especially in the run game. And Brees is just getting started. So it's going to be 39 degrees tonight.
39 degrees and windy. What's that wind?
I'm sure lower. Oh, it gets lower as the game goes. At the end of the game, it'll be 35. At 11
not
p.m.
too bad
it hits
winds,
35.
actually. Only 8-mile-per-hour winds. Gusts
Okay, so
up to 19 miles per hour,
What
though.
are you reading? What are you reading?
What do you mean? What am I
I'm
reading?
showing 15 miles per hour and wind gusts of 28.
Wind is currently 10 miles
That's
per
the
hour
difference.
from west to northeast. Today,
Oh, you
wind
talk about
speed.
currently.
Well, I'm looking at like kickoff time, 8 mile per hour with 19 gusts.
Okay. Well,
You get windy, man.
Keep it on the ground, baby. Let Brees break one. Let's see a guy that goes out there and force some turnovers, man. There's a lot of underrated players on this Jets defense, man, that's making some plays. Shout out to Diana in the chat. Richie has faith in his team. That's a forever fan and a bandwagon fan. Well, I don't know about bandwagon, Diana, but I appreciate the love.
Has faith in his team.
That's
So
a
I think
forever
she
fan
meant bandwagon in a
positive way.
Yeah.
I agree, Diana.
So you're hopping on the train, baby. You're hopping
I'm
on
always
the train,
hopping on
brother.
the Jets bandwagon, Diana, no matter what, right? I'm never hopping off. That's what she means. I'm never hopping off, no matter how bad we get. I'm always going to believe, and that's who I am.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you so much, Diana. I appreciate that. And, you know, it's an interesting thing because a lot of Jets fans aren't wired that way, and that's why I try to keep it together.
is Will McDonald playing?
Yeah, he's questionable with the quad, but he should be playing. Why?
And no Garrett Wilson. Who are y'all throwing to?
So the new Jet we got back in the Sauce Gardner trade, A.D. Mitchell. Gee, he's nice. Why are you making it seem like this guy's a scrub?
Hey, Garrett Wilson.
Yeah, obviously. He ain't Garrett Wilson.
Like,
Yeah, what's wrong?
Mason
Yeah,
Taylor,
what's
our
wrong with
tight
Garrett
end, is going
Wilson?
to lead the Jets in receiving yards tonight. What'd you say?
So what's wrong with Garrett Wilson right now?
broken nail.
He hyperextended his knee, and then he got back Sunday, and then he re-injured it. So now it's a knee sprain.
In 3 weeks, then, potentially.
No surgery
Someone send me over
required.
Garrett Wilson's address so I can send him my knee real quick, baby.
Yeah, it's tough, man, because 80
Send
Mitchell.
Garrett Wilson my knee right now, brother.
Garrett Wilson, it would have a huge game tonight if he was healthy. He always goes off in prime time. That's when he has those like crazy catches too. Sad.
Well, that's that much. Well, anyway, moving on. We have some more games we need to discuss. How about Jameis Winston is making his New York Giants debut against the Green Bay Packers? All right. Now, look. Now, predicting a Jameis Winston game is often very difficult. But last year's first game he played, he ended up beating the Pittsburgh Steelers in primetime. Now he's going up against the Green Bay Packers, who have certainly shown their sort of inefficiencies. Maybe the New York Giants get like some life since they now have an interim head coach. Jameis Winston's going to be out there. Thoughts on this one, the Green Bay Packers and the New York Giants. Richie, thoughts?
Jameis freaking Winston, baby. Sign me up. He's going to have some fun out there. J-Mo go out there, ball out. Jameis Winston's such a fun dude, man. Remember we met him at the Super Bowl a little bit. We were talking to him. He's a fun guy. So I'm excited to see what he looks like. I got the Packers, though, bouncing back in this win, coming off a tough loss last week to the Philadelphia Eagles. So give me the Green Bay Packers. Where is this? At MetLife?
It's at MetLife, brother.
Yeah, I still think Green Bay is going to go into MetLife. They're going to get a lot of points. This is where their offense breaks out. Give me the Packers 24-10.
24-10, the Green Bay Packers. What do you got on this one, TD? Can Jameis Winston, that New York Giants defense, shock the world?
Yeah, I got the Packers 27-13, but I wouldn't bet on it. I don't bet against Jameis Winston. For some reason, it could be the most daunting game, and it's like, yeah, he rallied the team and they won. Like, just crazy stuff happens with him. But yeah, the New York ain't got nothing going for themselves. Just fired their coach. Interims in the building now, and the reality is, you're not continuing the process of developing your young quarterback because he has a concussion, going to miss this week of football. You got to go with Green Bay. After what we saw not too long ago in that defensive juggernaut of a game versus the Eagles, this is what they're bringing to New York. So they're going to shut that New York offense down, which has nothing going for themselves, and they'll win off the strength of their defense alone. But you can look for the Green Bay Packers offense to get a little bit moving and do some things. And there goes Green Bay, 6-3-1. Bam. Stop all the talking and the panic, everybody. We got the Giants on the schedule. Let's go get that W and continue to move forward. And this is a perfect example. Like Green Bay, people got to stop that, man. People panic on Green Bay when they're like literally in a great position of the thick of everything. Now, I understand when their schedule is rough because a lot of division opponents are rough, but Green Bay will be fine, man. They just keep coasting.
Green Bay will be fine. All right, man. We have Pro Set, Tyrod, QB1, Breeson Fields, sign me. Wow. He's saying go with Tyrod Taylor this evening.
Oh, yeah, that's the funny thing about tonight. We don't even know who the quarterback is. Aaron Glenn didn't even tell us who the quarterback is tonight.
Really?
Yeah.
Tyrod time, baby.
Well, I don't know if you guys, like, that's a whole other topic. If you've seen the whole Aaron Glenn versus the media stuff.
Yeah.
Did you see what he did with the Garrett Wilson thing with our ESPN reporter, Rich?
No, what'd he do?
So our ESPN reporter, Rich Cimini, he broke the news that Garrett Wilson is going to be out for the next 3 to 4 weeks. And then the day after, Aaron Glenn starts his press conference. And this has been a big topic in New York sports about how Aaron Glenn deals with the media. A lot of people hate it. Some people love it. Aaron Glenn starts it off saying, well, I'm not going to give you any injury news on this press conference. You can ask Rich, since he's the one that is reporting the news and you're not hearing it from my mouth. And then any question that was asked about the injury report, he said, go ask Rich. And a lot of people got upset with that. But I really don't care. I think people blow it out of proportion. And he got a little stern with the media. He's like, if you don't hear it from me, I mean, you don't got to report it. So interesting way of Aaron Glenn dealing with the media.
Aaron Glenn hates the media, dude. He probably has a burner account, dude. Like he probably he's from
Bill Parcells, man. He's from the Bill Parcells tree.
I love it. I love it. I think he's actually, since he's new in the building, I think he's conditioning the media to know what he don't like and what he does like. You know, you're taking away a competitive advantage. Maybe we didn't want them to know until the end of the week that Garrett Wilson is going to be out. So since you want to be out here reporting it, go ahead. And that tells me he strategically had something in his mind where how he was going to present it or wait and sit on it. And somebody released the information. I think that's what happened there. It had to be. So I think he's just conditioning the media. And basically now you get nothing. And the media don't like not getting anything. So they'll know what to do and what not to do so that they can maybe open them up better.
And the thing, and it's an extension of the quarterback situation. Like they kept asking him who's the quarterback, and he's like, "I'm not telling you." And they kept getting upset. Like, why can't you just tell us who the quarterback is? And he's want to have an upper hand in the competitive advantage. So it's definitely something that is boiled up, and some people hate it. But I agree with you, TD, man. He just wants to have a competitive advantage. But the people in the New York media, they're the ones that are so upset. They're like, "Screw this guy. He's a tough man. Like." He's a fake tough guy, all these different things. And I don't know. I think it's getting a little blown up a little bit, in my opinion. But if you missed it, here is what it sounded like.
Let's see what he's got to say, huh?
I'm going to pass on talking about injuries. Since Rich, he's not here, has all the answers. So you guys can get all the injuries from Rich. So I go right into this game.
And this one, someone asks him about the injuries.
Ask Rich. Well, I'm telling you to ask Rich. Well, you better call him.
No disrespect to you or Rich, but like we want to hear it from you. You know, like
you guys have been here. You guys have been hearing from me, but now since we're just reporting stuff, that I haven't said, then maybe you should ask him.
Thanks, everybody. See how we
go. The Aaron Glenn versus media continues.
Yeah, dude. Someone be on the hunt for his Twitter burner account because I guarantee you under every single Jets beat reporter, like you find like some like random anonymous account, be like, this guy's a loser. Screw this guy.
That's
like Glenn is going like
investigate it.
Yeah. He's probably instigating at the end of the day. But you know what, guys? I'm sitting here. I am scrolling through some of the games that are going to be going down this Sunday. A lot of really good matchups. And as you guys know, we go solo edition every single Friday. So I think that I need to pinpoint some games I feel like we need to talk about collectively. And I believe it's Richie's turn tomorrow for any other
Victory Friday.
He said, hopefully after Victory Friday, man. One game that I find intriguing right now is the Chicago Bears traveling to Minnesota. The Minnesota Vikings are 4-5. You have J.J. McCarthy getting a lot of crap for that interview that he had before getting dog walked this previous weekend by saying he has an alter ego called Nine. And he goes out there and he lays an egg. So people are really crapping on this kid. And the Chicago Bears are on a heater right now, folks. 6-3. With Caleb Williams has been looking pretty good, more so in the fourth quarter than anywhere else in the game. He goes up against a pretty solid defense in Minnesota. TD, thoughts on this one? You going with the Chicago Bears or the Minnesota Vikings?
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna go with Chicago, man. I think this is the first time where I'm feeling like, hey, they're not playing games. They're a legitimate team. Caleb Williams' fourth quarter heroics are second to none when you really look at what's been happening. He's been playing really good football in the clutch. I don't think there's a better clutch quarterback this year than Caleb Williams, win or lose. When you really look at what's been going on in Chicago, man, that team is playing. Ben got them boys rolling, and I'm actually shocked. I didn't see this happening. So I'm gonna ride with the Bears for like the first time this season, getting on that train against Minnesota. And I defend Minnesota a lot. I just don't know if JJ's gonna have one of those better games. I know the defense is probably gonna start out well versus Chicago, but can they hold on the entire game? That's what it's going to come down to. Can they maintain? Can that defense lock down all game, especially if it's close? Because if it's close, I don't have faith in the Vikings. That's my issue here. I don't have faith in the Vikings if it's close. Now, the Vikings already won the first matchup. That was the first game of the season, 27-24. Now, that was in Chicago. So I give the Vikings, a big ups on that. But, hey, we're further in the season, and I'm liking Chicago a little bit better than Minnesota right now. So I'm going to ride with Chicago to go on the road and get the W. But again, it can go anyway. But I got to go with the team that I trust a little bit more now. I watch JJ have a solid game and they win, but I don't know. We'll see.
You're turning on your quarterback.
No, I'm just, I just know ball.
He's turning on. Damn, man.
You're not screwing with Nine no more.
Oh, first of all, JJ McCarthy is not my quarterback. Okay.
Oh,
he's
not
a guy. I don't view him like Drake May. Like, wow. I don't view him like Drake May. Like, wow, they got one. I just think the kid might have a good NFL career, but if he got to turn it up now, if he doesn't, hey, he striked out. But
so Nine, do you know the whole Nine thing with JJ?
No, I have no clue.
So he refers to his alter ego when he plays as Nine. It's a different version of it's not JJ McCarthy anymore. He turns into Nine on the field.
Okay, well, we might need to see JJ McCarthy because Nine has been inconsistent.
Yeah, we're gonna need to see JJ McCarthy. Nine's gonna have to chill. He's gonna have to sit back. Rich, what do you got on this one, man? Chicago Bears or the Minnesota Vikings?
I think that the Bears are gonna get this job done. Ben Johnson they're gonna get off to a fast start. I think this is gonna be a competitive game. I like Caleb Williams. The one thing about Caleb is he's just a quarterback that is obsessed with playing beyond the structure of the offense. It's like he abandons the pocket so prematurely and just loves to throw the ball on the run and utilize his talents and athleticism more than I've ever seen. But he can do it. So that's why it's like, all right, I don't know if that's sustainable throughout your entire career, But like Caleb needs to take that step of being able to read a defense, stay in the pocket, step up within the pocket, make a throw over the middle. He does it, but not as consistent as you'd like. That's the one thing I have about Caleb Williams. And then JJ's got to be really out there slinging the ball, stay confident, be aggressive. The one thing I like about JJ, I will say, is he's not afraid to let it rip. I think that's important mindset to have as a young quarterback in this league, because if you are afraid, it's never going to work. That's Justin Fields' problem. Always been that problem, always will be for Justin, it feels like. So I got Chicago winning this game, and all of a sudden we're going to look up and be like, are the Bears for real? Because they got a chance to make the playoffs right now.
Man, oh man. Are they
What?
for real?
Are the Chicago Bears for real? I'm going to have to side with the Chicago Bears here. They have won 6 out of their last 7 games. That is what I would like to call a heater, okay, on an absolute tear. And the Minnesota Vikings have been struggling at home, let alone have not been a very good football team at home. I think considering all the momentum from Chicago, you're seeing Caleb Williams show a significant improvement in compared to last year. So it does appear that the Ben Johnson experiment is paying its dividends thus far. Curious to see if Minnesota has any answers. Of course, with a Brian Flores defense, it's anybody's guess, but I am going to go with the Chicago Bears to ultimately end up beating the Minnesota Vikings and getting revenge from earlier this season where Minnesota won 27-24, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the game, I think, where J.J. McCarthy looked like crap until the fourth quarter, and then he was able to lead them to I think 14, 20 something points at the end of the day. Next up, another good game, which I think that we need to talk. Oh my God, there's so many good games, man. I don't know if we have enough time. I don't know. Let's talk. Let's talk about Richie's favorite team other than the Jets. They are going to Los Angeles, and they are facing off against the LA Rams. Many would say that Matthew Stafford is the leader of the MVP conversation. In fact, he is leading in most sports books right now. The Seattle Seahawks are coming into town. Both teams are 7-2. Both teams are 7-2. What do you got on this, Richie? Sam Darnold, the president of the Sam Darnold fan club. What do you got?
Hey, man, I know ball. I mean, that's back-to-back years, bro, that I'd be saying these things about Sam. Everyone laughs at me, and then he goes out there and performs, and then they call me a fan club guy. But, hey, I think I just know ball. TD a hater. It's the reality of it. But, listen, this is going to be a really good game, all jokes aside. The LA Rams and the Seattle Seahawks are tied for first place. I think this is going to come down to the defense on both teams that are playing really good football. You can argue these are the hottest teams right now in the NFC, colliding at the perfect time. They're both dominating their opponents. Rams coming off a really impressive win over San Francisco, getting their revenge. Seattle, the game was over against the Cardinals in the first quarter. That's crazy. The way that they're going out there and this coaching staff have them prepared. They're winning in ways that is pure dominance, not on one phase, all 3 phases, special teams, defense, offense, and the aggressiveness of Sam Darnold pushing the ball down the field early in games is a big reason why they're winning. JSN, of course, Cooper Kupp getting involved now. It's a tough game, bro. It really is. But I think that I'm going to roll with the Seattle Seahawks, baby. They're going to get the job done and claim first place in the NFC West. But, hey, even if they lose this game, I know that's going to be tough. But I think this game is going to come down to the division. It's between these two guys. I really don't think the Niners are going to win the division. I think it's between the Rams and the Seahawks for the division, and this is a imperative game. Did they face off against each other yet this year? No, right?
No, not yet.
Yeah, so this is their first time, and then they play again at the end of the year in Seattle on primetime football. That's going to be that could be it right there. So give me Seattle on the road.
Oh, man.
We got 9 division games this weekend, and the other 5 games are really good games. This is a good weekend for football.
It's a good week of football.
Yeah.
It's a good one, and I feel
Madrid has to be the most snooze. I want to wake up to a good game in the morning on Sunday.
It's good, man. What are you talking about?
You know what? And so it gets our feet wet for some quality football starting at 12.
Give me a good game in Madrid.
So a hot take on this one, I think this is going to be really low scoring. Like, we're talking about two defenses that are like top 5 in a lot, right? Like, so the LA Rams are not often talked about enough to where, like, yes, that offense is certainly impressive with Puka Nacua and, of course, Adams, who, by the way, is leading all wide receivers in touchdowns this year. I'm not sure if you guys knew, but he still certainly has it. Between him and Puka, it's a high-flying offense. Sam Darnold obviously has JSN, who's leading the entire NFL in receiving yards right now. He's an absolute baller right now, but both defenses are incredible. So I have a feeling it's going to be a low-scoring game, but I am going to go with the LA Rams. And so I think that they are on a heater, and I think that they are my 2025 Super Bowl representatives of the NFC. Maybe my take will change depending on the outcome of this one, but I'm going to go with the LA Rams in a low-scoring, gritty game. I will go with the Rams 17, the Seahawks 14.
Man. I don't think this is going to be a low-scoring game.
You don't think so?
I think they're about to go back and forth. Well, let me start by saying this. You know how I'm always talking about Sam Darnold?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we know.
And not in a positive way, because I don't believe in the long term. These are the type of games right here where you could really make a name for yourself. You can start to truly solidify who you are now in this league. Division on the line, both teams 7-2, playing phenomenal football, both teams great defense. Which quarterback is going to play the best football? Who going to show up? Will Sam Darnold help or hurt the team, or just go along for the ride? These are the games right here. So these are the ones I evaluate. And Sam has done very well this season. And he already has 1 or 2 quality wins this season. But this right here, in the middle of the season where you either take off or you sit back in the division, this is a defining moment. This is meaningful football in this game for both teams, but for Sam Darnold in particular. So will he rise to the occasion is the question that has to be answered on Sunday. And I'm going to pick the Seattle Seahawks, and I'm going to pick Sam Darnold to do it in this one.
The Seattle Seahawks, brother.
Yeah, I'm going to pick them to do it in this one. I'm going to ride with Sam. He's been playing good football. He has some quality victories, and I'm going to start giving him the respect that he's starting to earn. But don't blow this, Sam. Don't do what a lot of
I want you, T. I know what you're doing.
As soon as you start getting the respect, and you just bomb it.
What you do now? All of a sudden, you give him respect, so you know if he doesn't come through, I know we're gonna pick him again.
It's fair, Richie.
Dude.
It's fair.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
He's been
so.
But now
You can go either way. I don't blame you. I'm just saying.
So I think we could be having a conversation that this could also be an NFC Championship preview. Based off of what I'm seeing from these rosters right now, very few weaknesses. Like, both of them are top 5 pass defenses and rushing defenses. Both are top 5 in offensive metrics.
That's tough, Dan. You said a potential matchup in the NFC Championship. So
A potential
Super Bowl team coming out of this division.
I believe that's the case. Yes.
Just the Lions, Eagles.
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Bears.
I'm kind of curious to see.
Bucks.
So I'm double checking one
Packers.
more. So I'm double checking one more thing right before we get into this game. Like, dude, like, even the trenches are really well matched up right now. Even the trenches, like, Seattle has the most pressure out of anybody.
Good
But
team.
the LA Chargers, but the LA Chargers are a top 4 offensive line in preventing pressure. Yeah, dude. So this is just 2 units of force. Like, you don't know where it's going to go. It's hard for me to find an advantage for any team in this matchup right now. It's really difficult.
Devontae's on the end. Did you see that? How Devontae got hurt? They're making memes about him.
Is he gonna play? Or he done?
He's questionable. I think he may play. I don't know. But the way he got hurt, it's a pretty funny, unfortunate way to go down. He like ran a route and like he immediately held his back. People are calling him Unk.
Oh wow!
Like he went out and like had his release and then just immediately just grabbed his back and like looked like an old man. And people are like, oh no, age is catching up to Devontae.
Probably. Do you know that
He's so
JSN?
good, though, man.
Do you know JSN is on pace like almost 2,000 yards?
Well, TD, look at his quarterback is.
Justin Fields.
Was he doing this last year? No.
Oh, stop, Richie.
Was he?
And he wasn't doing it that year. All right.
Well, look at this real quick. Look at poor Devontae.
Yeah, it's about that time to hang it up, man. You start getting busy and you go straight to grab your back. Yeah, it's time to hang the cleats up, man. Oh shit, man. That ain't funny, but oh shit, man.
You getting older, man.
Yeah.
Devontae saw this exact video and commented on it. Like, it's funny.
Oh, what did he say?
I was on Instagram. I forgot how he responded, but he's like, "Ayo, chill, bro," with like laughing faces or something.
It's time to hang it up. He's pulling his back, just coming off of his route.
Hey, he
trying to
never
check me
actually
up.
made his move. He just said, oh, man.
What's your time
That's
look
why
like?
if you try to shake me up next time we're together, that's what happened to you, bro. You better stretch.
I'm all
Yeah. So, folks, we're going to have to give a giant shout out to our good friends over on Sleeper today. If you haven't already, certainly go download Sleeper. It's the easiest way to get paid for being correct. Best part about it is that you could put down a parlay this evening using Sleeper's money. That's right. They're giving you $20 just for signing up and matching 100% of your deposit all the way up to $100. I am going to be hammering the Justin Fields under passing yards this evening.
Come on, Dan.
I think it is almost a lock to hit. And then you could also add a bunch of other legs and come out
50-50 chance, actually, if you look at the analytics.
a massive winner this evening. Definitely go check out Sleeper. And half of the reason why I know what I'm talking about when it comes into all of these player prop plays, hands down, has to do with our good friends RotoWire. It is the number one tool every single sports bettor should have in their arsenal. They handpick overs and unders for each and every single NFL week, among with other sports. If you want to take your player prop games a hell of a lot more seriously, we recommend adding this to your toolbox. Use code RTS for 15% off. Link is in description.
Wow.
Hey, with TD, what's your time look like, man? You have time for one more preview or you got to dip? So you're muted.
Testing. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, go ahead. What you say, Dan?
And so I said, so with how's your time looking right now? You have time for one more preview?
Oh, yeah. I'm good. Let's roll.
Beautiful. All right. One of my favorites, and something that is also very difficult to predict. The Kansas City Chiefs are 5-4 right now, and they are in desperate need of a win, but they're going up against a team that is on top of the AFC West with an 8-2 record, the Denver Broncos. We have slightly talked about how uninspiring the offense is over in Denver, how the fact that they are able to be an 8-2 team while also leading the league in punts. Curiosity. What do you think is going to be the outcome of that game? I'm starting off with TD Finstock on this one. The Kansas City Chiefs or the Denver Broncos?
The Kansas City Chiefs win this game, okay?
Oh,
Because if they don't win the game, they probably don't make the playoffs. This is do or die. Got to follow Richie on this. You don't bet against a do or die Chiefs. So every game is a playoff game right now for the Chiefs. They're in the playoffs, so you don't bet against that. So they'll beat Denver just off the strength of that. Until someone overtakes them when it matters most, You cannot bet against them. And I learned my lesson over the last several years. And it's that simple. We can go X's and O's. We can talk about how Denver, defense, or how the Chiefs are good at this or struggle at that. It's simply because they are the Chiefs. They have Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid, and they look to make the playoffs. And they got to win this game to make the playoffs, and that's what they're going to do. They're going to win this game. They're going to show that they are still superior in this division. And this is going to shake the entire division up because it puts them virtually probably tied, depending on the Chargers outcome, with the Chargers and the Chiefs. Another win getting closer, 1.5 games behind everybody. So this is the defining game for the Chiefs 2025 season. And I will never go against that. And Denver, again, the offense hasn't been, that hot, to be quite honest with you. The defense is the defense, but that offense, I can't trust it. Give me the Chiefs winning this 27-24 thriller.
27-24, a thriller. Man, you have a lot of confidence in Bo Nix and to be able to put up 24 points. Richie, what do you got, man? How you doing?
I'm doing great, Dan. How are you doing, bro?
Fantastic. Chiefs, Broncos.
Nah, man, I agree with TD. I think that this is the time where Kansas City can potentially get rolling. I think that the Denver Broncos, they're a really good football team. They have a really good defense. I just don't know if the way that they're winning is sustainable. And, the Chiefs started off the season slow. They got hot, and then they kind of came back down to earth a little bit. So I think they're due for their little run right now. I got Kansas City to start their little win streak here. I mean, but the thing about the Chiefs that is very interesting to keep in mind is their schedule is tough, I believe, right? Guess who they have after this game? They got the Colts. Now, the Colts are 8-2. They're a legit team. Then you got the Cowboys on Thursday night. And then you got the Texans, tough defense, Chargers. So, they don't got easy games. So this is a game they got to get, especially when you look at the standings, and they're not even in a playoff spot right now at 5-4. If they win this game and get to 6-4 and starts getting some wins together, I think they'll be just fine. But the Broncos, you can't sleep on them. They've won 7 in a row, 7 straight. So they're 5-0 at home as well. And the Broncos are at home. They have not lost yet at their home stadium. So it's not going to be an easy game for the Chiefs. Not going to be an easy one.
At all.
Not going to be an easy one for the Kansas City Chiefs. I have the Kansas City Chiefs winning as well, as it was eloquently pointed out by my buddies right here. It is do or die season for the Kansas City Chiefs. I think they will figure out a way. Curious to see how Patrick Mahomes is able to have answers for the pass rush. Because if you think the Bills' pass rush was good, just wait until you see what Denver is about to be putting out on the field. So we'll see. What does Andy Reid have schemed up to give Patrick Mahomes a bit of comfortability behind the pocket? Time will tell. Yeah, guys, listen, we still have a lot of games we couldn't get to, such as Lions, Eagles, Bengals, Steelers, Chargers, Jags, Panthers, Falcons. Man, you know what, Richie? I might even join. Never mind. I'm taking my day off. Guys, thank you so much for tapping in.
Coming through tomorrow. You said it.
Thank you for tapping in on another edition of Fourth and Forever, brought to you by Roundtable Sports. Richie, what do you got to say to the audience before we send them off?
Come hang out with me tonight. I'll be live. And Patriots fans, if you want to come through, you're more than welcome. Colby will not be live streaming the game tonight on his channel because he will be at the game. So shout out to Colby making his way to Foxborough as we speak. So if you guys want to check me out, I'll be live during the game tonight. TD, you hate watching the Jets tonight? Are you going to be rooting? You got your Drake May jersey? You live streaming the game?
50-50. I don't know, man. I might come hang out with you for a little, Richie. I don't know yet. Depends on the night.
All right. Well, you're welcome to come in at halftime when the Jets are up 2 scores.
Oh, my God. What about you, TD?
We're not going to be up 2 scores at half. The only way the Jets win is a comeback win.
What up,
TD?
Man,
listen, everything's good, Dan. Again, thank everybody for tuning in today. Great show. But yeah, man, everybody's going to be watching that game tonight, Richie. Hey, best of luck, Richie. You know what, man? We're really good friends, bro, and I got to start, supporting you, bro. I realize I got to start supporting you, man. Good luck to you and your New York Jets tonight, okay? From me to you, all right? Y'all still gonna lose. Oh, Celtics world.
Rich, best of luck to your Jets, man. I don't think you're going to win, but if you do, man, you are going to hear the loudest Jets chant you've ever heard in your entire damn life.
I'll hear it all the way from Florida.
Man.
From Florida, you'll be able to hear it from.
They
Anyway,
just don't
guys,
wanna lose this one. That will not be good for them.
folks,
That
thank
will
you
not
so
be
much for tuning in to another edition of Fourth and Forever. We will see you tomorrow. Same time, same place. Peace.
Peace.